everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Chiefs going up against the Texans. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. Yeldon, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now T.J. Yeldon. And a cutback right sideline. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for 34 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort in.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Let's go. 38.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
Play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Second and 10 now. Osweiler. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
And a look at the defense now. So second and 10 here. He'll give it to him right up the gut. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Osweiler. And this is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Fielded at the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, it's Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Kevin Johnson's skills just continue to get better and better. An elite athlete out on the corner, he's up to the challenge of any receiver.
Five yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. And the hard count got the defense there. Encroachment and the 5-yard penalty. They go play action here on first down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
First down carry now for Yeldon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Yeldon, the lone running back. He'll get the football here. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. So here's Dustin Colquitt now to punt this away for the Chiefs. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now out comes Houston. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 9, 10.
Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. Escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Osweiler now to throw on third down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Let's go. Blue landed.
2nd and 10 now. Osweiler caught left side. Hopkins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
All right, here we go. Green, 30. Over. Detroit.
Off the play fake. Here's Osweiler finding time. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Their big-bodied receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And his kick is good. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Conley's got it over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Second and very short here, less than a yard. Looking to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And they only need a little bit here. Third down and very short. They'll look to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now a handoff to Yeldon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Flush to his right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Time to step aside. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Still 9 yards to go on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And able to find Conley. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They go play action now. Osweiler nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out.
Over. Here we go. Detroit.
Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Man open left side, it's Williams. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Jacob Shum now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. 12 yards on the return that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself,
and now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He gets it to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They're going to look to throw. They complete it to Hill. 12 yards there as they move the chains. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They're down here but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Now let's go! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd down and 4.
Here we go now. Green 30.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
They come out here in the eye. They'll look to throw here. Caught. Kelsey, left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah,